So let's do some problems. And to do one of these, I'm going to graph the ellipse. X squared over 16 plus y squared over 9 equals 1. And the other thing, okay, so in any case, I want to graph this. And the way I do that is this has its center at 0, 0, 0, 0. And so I put a point right there. And A is 6. A squared is 16. So that means that A is 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that this will be your major axis, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Going this way. And B is 3. And so I go up this way, and I go down this way. And that is how you sketch in your ellipse. Now I'm going to try to draw it as well as I can. Not very good. Not bad. So there's that ellipse right there. So they want you to find the center. Center in this case is at 0, 0. So it is already in standard form. Yeah, this is standard form. That's what I call standard form. I think they want you to multiply through. Leave it like this, okay?
You have to make it 4 squared or 3 squared.
Nah, don't do that. Just leave it. Leave it like this. We'll talk about that more. Okay. Vertices. You have 4 vertices, really. Okay. Those aren't really vertices. These are really the vertices, but these points are kind of like the minor vertices. That's what they are. Okay.
So you just put them all down?
So yeah, so you put them all there. So you have 1 at 4, 0. You have 1 at negative 4, 0. You have 1 at 0, 3. And then you have 1 at 0, negative. Any questions about that so far? And then you want to find the foci. So to find the foci, they're related by the equation c squared equals a squared minus b squared, kind of like the opposite of the Pythagorean theorem. So c squared equals, I already have a squared and b squared, 16 minus 9. So c is the square root of 7. So if I go over this way, square root of 7, which is about, what is that, 2 point something?
Yeah.
2 point something. The foci are right there and right about there. Okay? So foci are at plus or minus, I'll just do it this way, root of 7, comma 0. Okay? That's kind of short, meaning one is at positive root of 7, one is at negative 7. Okay? Questions? Now at this one, find an equation of an ellipse with a center at the origin focus. You want me to do this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do this one. So in this case, one focus is at 3, 0. 3, 3, 0. And a vertex at negative 4, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a focus. And this is a vertex. So where does the other focus have to be?
Negative 0.
Over here, because they have to be symmetric. Right? So here's another, and where does the other vertex have to be?
4, 0.
4, 0. So far, and I know this one is going this way, so it's going to be an x squared, right? It's going to be an x squared over a squared. What's a? 4,
So it'll be
right?
16.
16 plus y squared over something. I don't know what something is yet, but it's always equal to 1 over here. And the way I find that something is by going c squared equals a squared minus b squared. And I know that c squared is 9, because c is the distance from the center to the focus. So I get c equals a squared, which is 16 minus b squared. So b squared equals, is that negative 7? Negative,
It's just 7.
b squared equals, negative b squared equals negative 7, right? So b, again, is equal to b. The answer isn't always square root of 7. Okay, but we already have b squared here, so it's just plain old 7. So that's what that one looks like. Okay?
Sorry, is that saying 9 equals 16 minus b squared?
9 equals 16 minus b squared. And 9 I got from the focus squared, right? And so we have a center at 0, 0. We have a vertices at 4 plus or minus 4, 0. And then at 0 plus or minus root of 7. Does everyone see where that comes from? Right? Because b I found to be root of 7. So if I root of 7, which is 2 point something, right? And 2 point something up. So that looks, again, it looks real similar to that. Not that other one. Okay, that's a bad one. It's hard to draw from an angle. And then the foci are at plus or minus 3, comma 0. Yes? Questions? All right, you ready for more? Please.
Yeah.
Please, Ryan's ready. Wait a minute. Unpause and move on. So, here we go. What we just filled on this. So, if you see one like this, I'm not going to do the whole thing. You can. What you have to do with this one is divide. You want this side to be equal to 9. Okay? So, all you do is you divide it. You want the right side to be equal to 1. Right? So, you have to divide everything by 1. So, that gives you a ellipse that looks like x squared.
Divide everything by 9.
What?
You said divide everything by 1.
Oh, I meant divide everything by. Y squared over 9 equals 1. Thanks, Ms. Frazier. Okay? So this will be a skinny ellipse going up this way, right? And it goes up to 3 and down to 3 and out to 1. Like that. I'm not going to sketch it. You can figure out how that's. This one's a little bit different in that you have to, I'll capture it. Okay?
Wait, Mr. Leader,
What?
for the last one, isn't A shorter than B in that one?
A is always bigger than B.
Yeah. So
But no, it's shorter.
yeah. So
Just rename it.
Whichever one's a bigger number is A.
yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's
Alright.
yeah.
So that.
Okay. So with this one's a little bit different in that the center or the vertex is not at the origin. It is at 2, comma
1.
negative 1, right? 2 comma negative 1. So that's your vertex. Yes? Sorry, that's your center. I keep getting confused with forever. That's your center, okay? B is 2, right? And A is 3. And so this one's going to look like, you're going to go up 3 from here, 1, 2, 3, and down 3 from there, 1, 2, 3, and out 2, and over 2.
Square root of 5.
Okay? And yes, so c squared in this case is equal to 4 plus 9, because that's a squared and b squared. B squared and a squared. 9, not, whoops, I'm bad. 9 minus 4. So c in this case is equal to the square root of 5. Okay? And so the center in this case is at 2, comma negative 1. Vertices at what would that be? 4, comma negative 1. 4, comma negative 1. 0, comma negative 1. And then at 2, comma, what's that, 2? 2, comma 2. And then at 2, comma negative 4. Everyone see where I'm getting that from? And this is why I think it's better to draw a picture than to use those formulas. You could use those formulas as well. Okay, and the foci, since it's root of 5, the foci are always along the major axis. So root of 5 is about 2 point something. So it's 2 point something away from here. So here's one focus, and here's the other focus. So you could write the foci as 2, comma, negative 1 plus or minus root of 5. Do you guys see what that is? 2, negative 1 plus root of 5. That's this one. 2, comma, negative 1 minus root of 5. That's that.
What is that?
What is that? That's where the foci are. What do they mean physically?
Where did you get 5?
root of 5, because c squared equals a squared minus b squared. Okay? A squared is 9, b squared is 4. All right?
Wait, isn't it the other way?
What's a minus root of 5, comma 2?
Negative 1 plus,
What? 'Cause
no, it's over 2.
it's
Then over 2, then down 1, and then I'm going to take away root of 5 to get to that focus. I'm going to add root of 5 to get that. This equation, discuss means, okay?
To talk about.
To discuss means talk about. So let's discuss this one. This one, I give something similar to this on a quiz / quest / half test. So you should know how to do it. And you have to, with this one, you got to complete the square twice. Okay, so it gets a little complicated, but not too bad. This involves several steps, so stay attention. So you have 4x squared minus 8x. So I'm going to group the x terms together. I'm going to try to group the x terms together. Hey,
Just discuss if this really means we could give all the, like, the standard form, all the, the equation standard form and all that information.
right, that's what I mean.
Does that mean discuss it? It's like, it's an equation.
Yeah, it doesn't mean discuss it and say, oh, that's a very nice ellipse. Yeah. Yeah. Plus y squared. So I'm going to kind of group all my y's and my x's together, and I'm going to bring the 4 onto the right side. So you have to square the x. Huh? Oh, sorry. 4x squared. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to factor out a 4 from here. So I have 4 times x squared minus 2x plus y squared plus 4y equals negative 4. And then I'm going to complete the square. When I do that, no, you don't want to divide the 4 away yet. First you want to complete the square. We're going to do that. So first I complete the square over here. And that gives me 4 times x minus what? 1 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals negative 4 plus something else. This plus something, when I completed the square over here, I've added negative 1 squared, which is 1, times 4. So I've added how much?
1.
4. Not 1, but 4. Over here, when I complete the square, that's a 4, right? So I've added another 4. So when I simplify, I get 4 times x minus 1 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 4, right? This cancels out, and I get 4. Now I want to turn this into a 1. So I divide everything by 4, and I get x minus 1 squared over 1, right? Plus y plus 2 squared over 4 equals 1, right? And then I can find all this stuff. Center is where?
1, negative
1, negative 2. And then the vertices, well, A is 1. Nope, B is 1, sorry. B is 1, and A is 2. A is 2. And so then you could graph it and do all the stuff like you did in the last problem. I'm not going to go there. We've already done it. Okay? Do you want me to do a word problem?
No.
Find an equation that describes the shape of a room. How high is a room in its center? It's just an application of the same thing. Okay? So I'll be quiet. I'll let you try. This one's in your book anyway to figure it out. The end.